All right. Welcome once again to the beatzillapdx official news break. And I'm your host, of course, beatzillapdx officially. And today we are going to be talking real quick about unhinged crashouts. I might have to do a few of these videos, seeing that we're getting so close to the election. We are a week away from today, and starting to see a few of these different shills who once upon a little time here were very, I shall say, proud or arrogant in, believing that they could talk to Black America any kind of way. And Black America would just fall in line and fall back in love with the Democrats who ain't did nothing in over 60 years. And things are changing. And looks like today, Reid had a little issue. And I'm not sure if this is actually from today or from a day ago, but this is from a broadcast, And yeah, with that being said, we got a lot of unhinged individuals. And before I actually play, well, no, I'll play her first. So first off, let me do this, and we'll first lay this out there. Fair use, because I know right now there's a lot of attention to my page. People are paying attention and getting YouTube to flag certain stuff and say, well, all I'm doing is using the same clips from local newses and X, just like anybody else. I don't know how you would find to copyright strike me under the brand of news and politics. So clearly, and with the disclaimer on the video, clearly this is what I'm doing. This is not an entertainment type of situation. I guess you could call it some kind of infotainment, but at the end of the day, I'm listed under news and politics. So, now some of my random videos might be listed different. If I'm talking about entertainment, it'll be entertainment, which is very rare. So if I'm talking about, people in personal, that'll be people in blogs. But for the most part, when we're talking about, especially around this election, it's all news and politics. So I'm not sure why I would be getting hit for the exact same videos other news politic commentators are using. That's just kind of interesting. Also, my video with about the ballot, somehow I don't know what's going on with YouTube. And fam, let me tell you something. Normally, when you upload videos, those videos are monetized immediately. Here lately, they've been, for those who know, they've not been fully monetized on purpose, I'm assuming. And these are shorter videos, so it's not like it shouldn't take a week to review a video that's under 20 minutes. I don't know why I would immediately be getting flagged. Anyway, considering this channel literally talks about news and politics. Very interesting. Very interesting. But with that being said, we're going to deal again with some more news. And for those, let me double down on this YouTube. So, we see how we've been playing here lately. There again is the fair use disclaimer. So again, we are using this for, a teaching moment here. You understand what I'm saying? And this channel gets donations, not funded by a political party or anything like that. So there's that. Now, like I said, we're getting closer to the election and some people are freaking out. You are seeing them moving a little more on the uneasy side. And I got to say, today I've seen, I guess this would be yesterday, Whoopi Whoopi Goldberg become unhinged, and we'll see that in a minute. And then also Joy Reid, who is trying to use a very weird, odd scare tactic. And so I'm gonna play this video real quick, and then we'll come back and rap about what she has to say. Check this out.
It is calculated, right? I mean, Donald Trump isn't just a doddering fool who happens to be racist. He's a calculated person who is not trying to grow his vote share. He's trying to speak into the id of a particular kind of voter about when he says we have to call out Detroit, Philly, and Atlanta. We have to go into Philly, Detroit, Atlanta. He lost Pennsylvania, Georgia, and Michigan in 2020, which is how he lost the election. It's why he's under indictment for attempting to steal those races. What he's telling his voters, his small, his share of extreme MAGA voters, these blacks are stealing the election. Black Haitians are violent cannibals. Black people are the enemy. Black people are going to be responsible if and when I lose, and you are permitted through my language to do violence to them if necessary to stop another peaceful transfer of power, because he understands that he is not winning the election.
How did you get black people out of Haitians? Citizens and illegals. We don't have the same status. Yeah, we may have the same skin color, but we don't share the same status. We're citizens. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, he'll say it's black people. You see how she tried to do that? That was very slick, wasn't it? See, trying to scare Black America into doing something because Black immigrants are scared. Are y'all catching that? It's how she wove us in there. And he's talking about, Donald Trump ain't said nothing negative about black folks. Matter of fact, he's been around black people. He's been dealing with more black people than Kamala Harris has. All she's been doing is hanging around other Divine Niners. That don't mean nothing. If you're hanging around Divine Niners and all of these other DNC committee black folk, you are not, that's not the people. That's all of your party. They're just black. That's not tapping in to the community or culture whatsoever. That's why you got a lot of these other people out here crashing out. Michelle Obama. There'll be a video coming your way on that. Luther Campbell. Luther Campbell crashing out. There will be a video on that. That's why I said I might have to do a little series of these crash outs because it's crazy. And it's all pointed towards us. The group of people to whom has been talked to disrespectfully every step of the way, who is only approached in a disrespectful manner. And if we're not going along to get along, then we are consistently insulted, lied on about our position because somehow is it about her being a woman? No, it's about her being a bad candidate. They don't sit up here and vote in beta males. Why? Because nobody wants to see weakness. And she doesn't exude strength. Hillary Clinton, now that's somebody you probably would want to fear. And from her antics already out here, there's world leaders that probably could lose sleep over a Hillary Clinton, but they're not finna do that over her. And see, here's the problem that Hillary Clinton had. It had nothing to do with her gender. Had everything to do with her not being trustable. She's not a trustworthy person. And the stuff that they're saying about Kamala Harris, that only plays in media. Because the one thing about Kamala Harris, Kamala, whatever the hell you want to say, because y'all were always saying Kamala all the years of her being vice president, multiple years. I could go through the footage because I didn't realize how much footage I actually had over the years. So all you people are full of crap. I can't pronounce her name right because she wants to start saying it fancy now. Y'all was saying Kamala Kamala, 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 Kamala. Now it's Kamala. Oh man, you can't say her name right. It's like fascism. No, it's not. That sounds crazy and ridiculous. And now black people ain't gonna blame Trump. If he loses, he's gonna blame black people, and he gonna give a green light on white America to start harming black people. Joy Reid, this is the difference between foundational Black American and scary, fleeing, no backbone having, spineless, cowardly fleeing tethers. This is the difference between us. None of that scare us, and none of it even is possible to be true. I don't know how much that to me tells me you're not around a lot of strength yourself. And all of the strength that you have comes from them folks. You are not like us. And maybe your history on America and how things have happened in this country is a little skewed. Because I guess also you believe that people just stayed in slavery and took Jim Crow on the chin. And no, there was some instance of revolt. There were a few Klan members that didn't make it. Not everybody took it laying down. So, I mean, I don't understand this whole notion that, oh, man, that's the news they tell you, because you think that this country ever wants to sit up here and talk about L's it took to poor black folks? No. That doesn't make them look superior now, does it? So y'all got to understand, when you're dealing with tethers, know that they don't have no clue on our actual history, the stuff that we know that our grandmothers and great-grandmothers and aunties and stuff would be able to tell us, the stuff that ain't never going to turn up in no book. As a matter of fact, this whole CRT scare, that's kind of crazy to me, because none of us learned this stuff in school. They didn't teach us none of this black history in school. Are you kidding? That's foolishness. I just look at people like, man, you guys really are so disassociated with our people that, and them, to be quite honest, everything that you believe about Black America and white America is literally a borrowed experience. And so it's tailor-made and given to you, and then y'all start believing it. And then when we tell you this is not how things are or how they have ever been, well, you just listening to the white man. No, we know good and damn well our history here in America. You don't. And unfortunately, you really don't know much of your history where you come from. You guys were brutally colonized too. What are you talking about? You guys don't know your history or your culture.
Where's your family from?
Because my family from right here. You know, that old maroon blood coming out them Arkansas black folks. All these folks from Arkansas had to flee west. And they wasn't fleeing because they were scared. They was fleeing because they had to, because at the time the numbers wasn't right. It just like Dr. King said, he thought and saw a nonviolent movement as feasible, because a violent movement, especially at that time, was not a feasible movement. And truth be told, it's not really feasible now, as far as I would say going up against the United States Army. I mean, you definitely ain't built like that. But when you start saying random white people are just going to start attacking black folks, ain't nobody going for that. Joy Reid, nobody's going for that. Get that out of your mind. If that's what you are, that's why we cannot fight together. We can't stand together with that mentality. I don't want you nowhere around me. Man, they get upset. What they gonna do? You got to get on. And then you see, again, y'all start getting out here, and Now, Whoopi Goldberg, she know better because she just knows better. That's all I could say. And for her to get out here and do what she did, her crash out is crazy. So honorable mention crash out, along with Joy Reid, is Whoopi Goldberg. Fair use, once again, just quick few seconds.
How you? It's us. He's not going to, say, oh, you're with a white guy. I'm going to keep you from being deported. No, he's going to deport you and put the white guy with someone else. The man is out there.
He's also...
The man is out there. He gonna deport you and then put your husband with somebody else. They're going to start getting interracial marriages, and they're going to start nullifying gay marriages, and they're going to start doing all this. Come on, man. Come on, man. Trump's Project 2025. It's funny when I see people talk about how they think Kamala is trustworthy. It's like, how, when all you heard was lying? And so the lies and the all of the stuff that people can say they believe literally is coming from the lying media. I mean, it is like regurgitated by the lying media, and that tells me everything I need to know. Now, look at, people are still upset at this Swaggart dude for getting on the black church, and then they trying to clown other black preachers for getting at the black church about them supporting all of this, supporting the LGBTQ and abortion all up in the pulpit, which is kind of crazy. I mean, you don't have to go out there preaching fire and brimstone outside your walls. Although you kind of charged to be in the highways and the byways doing so. But I mean, I'm just saying, if you didn't want to do that, you shouldn't change anything. I mean, there's a scripture somewhere in the end of Revelations that talks about people who change the word. And then, going to the abortion part, God hates the people that the shedding of innocent blood. I don't know how I could just call something that something is not. And then seeing other people crashing out talking about Trump wants to give police full immunity. You know what full immunity means? It means that he can just the police could come out here and start killing innocent black people and just start getting rid of them, and they can't do nothing. Meanwhile, let's support a woman's freedom and a right to delete her baby. So death on the one hand, you kind of scare us with. And then it's death on the other hand that you're trying to offer us that we need so badly. The philosophy of the Democrats has become the most low vibrational entity on earth. And it's to the point to where they assume and believe that they'll just put it out and everybody will gravitate toward it. Here's another little tidbit that they always like throwing out there, which sounds really ridiculously stupid. It was Sexy Red who brought up stimulus checks. Black folks talking about the economy has nothing. A stimulus check is not the economy. So nobody was stuck on stimulus checks. Y'all heard Sexy Red mention stimulus checks, and somehow that is morphed into what black men are talking about. You can go on all them Twitter spaces. I ain't never heard nobody bring up no doggone stimulus. But somehow, man, it's out here. It's really out. Where? Yeah, I guess you don't watch. I'm very in tune with what's going on online. Where, man, I see black men saying it, and they not. Just like the whole black men misogyny against Kamala Harris. Where is that? Just, well, you can see it on the, no, it's not. It's not online. Stop lying on black men. That's crazy to me. Just forever lying on black men like it's nothing. Well, this is, man, you're misogynist and this, and no, it ain't. And her interest is not mine. Number 2 and number 1 and number 0, because it's most important, she ain't black. She ain't from our culture. She ain't of our culture. Being around our culture, yes, she could show appreciation, but anything more is cosplaying. And when you're cosplaying, that's blackface. I don't know. All of a sudden, this is the ultimate blackface at that. And y'all should just take it. While she's over there hanging with Mindy Kaling, and Mindy Kaling's brother is literally guilty for passing as black. So it's been done. I'm going to pass myself off as a black man. And then y'all sit up here and look at Kamala Harris like she ain't doing the same thing. That is insane to me. But, hey, what do I know? So I just wanted to come out here with this quick news break because, again, Joy Reid, we ain't immigrants, and ain't nobody coming to target black America. And so black folks ain't got no, and those people out there can't vote anyways. They don't have a vote. So you ain't talking about them. You talking about us. And if you lose the election, we not voting for Kamala. And good and doggone well, with all of this early voting, things are not shaping up well for her, because over here, we are voting for voting no to benign neglect. And if you ain't got no black agenda, you ain't got no tangibles, you ain't talking, well, this is for everybody. Well, I guess. Look who is being mentioned as this other candidate. That's candidate Couch. And we always understand Ukraine is not our responsibility, and that somebody wants to keep giving all of that money over there, and they also want mass amnesty. Yeah, we ain't doing no mass amnesty. And anybody that think they're letting these 20 million illegals, here is a good idea. Well, I speak for myself, beatzillapdx official, the beatzillapdx official show. Those of you in the chat, the grassroots and the voices of new black media. I'm sure it's safe to say I speak for all parties involved when we proudly dedicate this song to you.
Get up off of that cocaine and get up off of that crack. Get yourself together and get your mind back.
Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a Beatzilla PDX official news break. This is Tuesday, so we're 7 days away. And I might do a few more of these unhinged crash outs because it looks like it's happening over and over again. So we have to cover it. It is what it is. That's the news. So with that being the case, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting out of here. Peace, power, blessings, and protection be upon each and every one of you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Thank you. Hit that like button if you have not already done so. And if you would like to donate to this channel, you can. The links will be in the description, and it's on the ticker, and the Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Beatzilla PDX. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we are finna get on out of here. And y'all stay black, stay vigilant, stay alive. Black first, black first, black first. Shalom, y'all.